How are we looking? Awesome as usual. Not 1 year older. These sandwiches look good. Should we start things up? I guess I should put my
I think so.
headphones
I'll just
on.
cut the beginning later. Or this will be the
I like
outtakes.
this part of the video. Like, I watch them on YouTube.
I know.
It's pretty good.
They're kind of fun.
Yeah.
That actually came through. Did you already have a beer?
I did.
Oh.
I got here early. We're kind of in a hurry today, so I set us up early. And if I'm going to do like a half-hour setup time by myself, I need a little something to sip on.
Right. No time for love, Dr. Jones.
Not that it's my birthday or anything, you know.
No.
I wouldn't.
Allegedly.
I wouldn't give myself.
I would never have a birthday.
And giving myself an extra beer for my birthday,
Right.
that's
Right.
not right. That's
When you're looking for a reason to drink, that means you've got a problem.
contributing, to the problem.
Yeah. I asked somebody via text the other day if they were on AA, as in American Airlines, and I had to specify.
Not alcoholics.
I don't mean Alcoholics
Yeah,
Anonymous.
But AAA, Alcoholics Anonymous. It's when you really don't want you to find. All right, hello and welcome to the Moon Underwater. I'm Kelly Daniels.
And I'm Steve Jones, and I thought we already started.
We had not really done the intro, but everybody who's listening kind of knows what the podcast is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's been kind of a week, so I'm kind of
just-
lost as to
you're
where
out
I actually
there.
am. Yeah.
You're doing business stuff. Huh?
businessy things, yeah.
Yeah, presentation.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not hear about it.
No.
Unless you want to talk about it.
No.
I actually have a question for you. First, it's a statement, or just clarification.
Okay.
You're a big fan of Arsenal, right?
I am.
Arsenal guy.
Yeah.
I have two questions. The Gunners is what they're called. What are the fans?
Gooners.
Oh man, that's kind of rough these days, isn't it? Have you been paying attention to the news?
No.
The Gooners. Okay.
Why? Wait, what's...
The Gooner is a very big keyword in today's internet world.
What?
Wow, I love that you have not heard of this. Oh, yeah. You should Google it sometime, or maybe you shouldn't. Gooners are a sub-internet group of lonely young men, incels you might say, who are seeking community in, 14, 24-hour masturbation sessions where they, in their Gooner caves, and they do it, with all their buddies, also online, and they trade porn, and they, edge for hours and hours, and they post their score of how long they could go before finishing, and they are called Gooners.
Why has the internet allowed people to become extra creepy?
Well, that is
I blame the internet.
That is a good point, and it's true, but I feel for you. You guys are now the Gooners.
That's why you were asking the question.
Yes.
Because you knew.
Well, I just feel like maybe you should, I don't know, copyright the name or something so this kind of thing can't happen, but now it's too late. It's out.
Yeah.
It's out. It's in the in the Gooner cave. So, anyway.
Those bastards.
There's an article in Harper's Magazine.
Oh.
This will
Yeah.
ding Harper's Magazine.
Nice.
That kind of where somebody kind of embedded into the whole thing and into the Gooner life.
My goodness.
It's like a spiritual quest to see how transcendently you can get into outside of yourself by and I guess maybe we're spending too much time on this.
No, we're definitely
They'll have
not.
5 or 6 different screens at the same time in their Gooner caves,
Oh,
and
wow.
all different kind of special.
How far off are
deep
they
cuts.
from being serial killers, do you suppose?
I feel like a certain percentage of them are
Pretty
probably.
high. It's like a little Buffalo Bill going on there.
I think it's maybe a little bit higher than the human population, right?
Yeah.
Looking for serial killers.
I dare you to not think, would you fuck me? I would fuck me. whenever you hear Buffalo Bill and you live in a place that is filled with references
to Buffalo Bill. You know, I
You're welcome.
really know.
I want to put that into your head.
This is Silence of the Lambs.
Indeed,
right?
it is.
I don't think I ever really watched it from beginning to end in a concerted way. I think it was one of those things where it was on, and I kind of was getting up and down to. And so I watched some of the creepy part. I'm not really that kind of a viewer, like thrillers. Not really. I mean, I don't hate them, but
what about horror movies?
I'm not a horror movie guy either.
By the way, I'm dragging this out here at the beginning because I don't feel like I had that much
to
say
have
about
anything
that
to
episode.
Say. It's a kind of a slight episode, but I got some things to say. Okay. So yeah.
All right. So horror movies? No.
I am not a horror movie guy. Maybe some funny ones might kind of work for me, but I remember. Okay, here's one example. I was at a Halloween party during graduate school, a bunch of graduate students.
And during Halloween.
And it was Halloween, and I dressed in a really obscure film buff kind of costume that nobody at the party, and these were all graduate students. These are artsy kids. These are creative writing MFA students and stuff. Yeah. Not a single person got the reference. I'm pretty sure this is in good old Kalamazoo, Michigan.
There you go.
I am pretty sure that not a single person in the city of Kalamazoo would get the reference.
Okay.
But the movie is called, greatest title ever, or one of them, Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia.
Oh.
A 1970s film, gritty, shoot 'em up kind of thing. Yeah. And the main character is a lounge singer in Mexico City or something, and there's this ranchero kind of guy who's Alfredo Garcia knocks up, like a rich narco guy.
Oh, boy.
But this is like the 70s before, but, you know.
He knocks up the rich narco guy?
He knocks up his daughter.
Oh.
So he's gets all of his people, he puts a bounty out on Alfredo Garcia, and if you bring him his head, you'll get the $10,000 or whatever. Yeah. It's not that much money.
No.
And this lounge singer knows Alfredo Garcia and happens to know that he's already dead. He's been, because he's kind of a sketchy guy, and he knows where he's buried.
So he's going to go get his head?
He's just going to go and dig him up and get his head.
As one does.
Other people but he's got a lounge singer suit. And he's got
the lounge singer's a female in my head.
It's a guy, and he's got big glasses. It's very 70s and big lapels.
Oh, yeah.
But he also has a gun and his, and he's having to, everybody else is going for the head too. So he's
I think I've heard of this movie.
And he finally digs him up, and then he gets the head, and it's really gross, and he puts it in a burlap sack, and he has to for most of the movie, he's carrying around this slowly decomposing fly covered head in a bag. And
fun.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's a great movie, and I win as that guy. And
the head or the guy finding the head?
The guy.
You should have been the head. Maybe they would have gotten
I had the head.
You did?
Yeah, I put a soccer ball in a bag and then covered it in plastic flies.
Amazing.
And then stained the bag
and nobody got it.
And I had the leisure suit. I had a wig and I think I grew a mustache, very 70s porn star mustache, like the guy. And it's a great movie. But I was there at the party, and then they were just showing one of the a horror movie on the TV, and I started watching it, and I wasn't smoking pot or anything. I was just had a couple beers, but I started watching it, and it was this damsel running through caves with a madman after her.
Right.
And I started just getting upset about the whole thing. I was too sensitive, man. It was and I was man, this is just starting to kind of harsh my mellow. It's this woman has been kidnapped, and now she's going to get slashed up, and it's just fucking brutal. And then one guy was with me, this kind of real mellow guy, long-haired guy with the John Lennon glasses. He's when you start feeling like this, you just have to imagine all the actors having a beer afterward laughing about it. And I'm like, oh, okay, but it didn't work. So,
Oh.
Or you could just not watch the horror movies and watch other stuff.
They ruined it for you, and now you can never watch them because that's all you can think about is that they're really just out having a beer.
Yeah, it's not scary anymore.
Your costume recognition level is the same as one of my daughters would pick the most obscure thing that nobody's ever heard of.
Because she's cool.
And
Cooler
Cherry
than
Jam was
else.
one of them from I think it was from Strawberry Shortcake, and she's like, she got all dressed up in this thing, and it's like purple wig and people are like, oh, so are you a witch? Are you? She's like, no, I'm Cherry Jam. She was like 5.
What is she called?
Cherry Jam.
Oh, so that's
It was like a from a cartoon.
Okay.
But nobody knew.
Yeah, because she was hip. She
Right.
didn't. At 5 years old, you don't understand what the consequence of being hip is.
Right.
Nobody understands what the fuck you're doing, but you're
Well,
better than them.
And then she had another one. She has like a string of these where my other daughter was like, I'm going to be a police officer this year. Like everybody knew she was a cop.
Yeah.
But she also likes to tell everybody what to do.
Yeah.
The other one was a character from The Descendants. Again, a thing that
the movie.
Yeah, I don't know. No, the kid TV show where it's like
The Descendants.
Descendants
That's a punk
of
band.
the-
It's a L.A. punk band.
Ooh.
It's a movie
It is a movie.
with George Clooney.
filmed in Kauai.
Yep. That would have been awesome if she would have gone as like George Clooney in The Descendants.
And nobody got it.
Well, how could they get it?
They
It's just
can't.
like a guy in a suit with a lei. That
Yeah.
would be the costume.
Right.
A lei.
You know what? She would have had a better chance of somebody recognizing her as that character than any of the other ones that came up to that point. So
I recognized a couple costume that nobody else got on a bus in San Francisco. Packed bus, like so packed that everybody's like, in each other's armpits, that kind of bus. But it's Halloween. Everybody's dressed up. Everybody had open containers. Driving through the city of San Francisco on Halloween.
Fun.
Everybody, and this one couple get on, and there's this obscure Mexican art film called Santa Sangre. And it's about these circus performers.
You
and
spotted the hipster costume is what you're saying.
It's a circus performer, like the knife thrower lady, gets her
That's
arms.
relevant.
Gets her arms cut off, and so she has no arms, but she makes her son like be her arms, and it's this twisted psychological weirdness where the mom like makes him like walk behind her but do her bidding with be the arms, and she makes him do all these things, and she starts murdering all these people. He doesn't want to do it, but he can't say no to mom. And you could probably get at the end, you realize that the mom is just dead, and he's carrying around a mom-dressed mannequin and murdering all these people, but blaming it on her, and it's
Sorta
really
like
wacky.
Psycho.
But it was a couple where the guy is dressed as the kid who's like, I guess the knife thrower or something, and then the mom is the girlfriend and she's just wearing the dress, but her arms are tucked in.
Oh, yeah.
So she get
'Cause
and
she doesn't
he's
have arms.
and he's behind her with knives.
Yeah,
And they had the exact and it's circus outfits, so they look distinctive. And I immediately called them out, and they appreciated me.
Nice.
They said, "You're the only guy
Well,
that knew."
knife throwers are relevant for this episode.
There was some knife throwing
There was knife throwing.
at the very end.
Right. Well, you're going to start at the end. It's going to be Memento today.
Yeah,
We're
let's
starting
start
at the end because there's knife throwing at the end. Now,
Yeah.
let's go back to the beginning.
Kirsten, we could talk about the knife throwing. What'd you think about the knife throwing?
Thought it was awesome. She's
She was-
scarily accurate.
She was really good at it.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the very end, Kirsten is walking around with a bunch of little kids and the prophet, who used to be
Undersea.
called Tyler, somehow is called David now.
Yes.
That was confusing.
Very.
But with pausing and thinking about it and Googling stuff, I figured out that, okay,
I think it's because he's trying to be one person for the Undersea and one
Yeah.
for the others, right?
yeah.
Yes.
So this is very Memento, and so
Where she changes her name.
So they're walking, and then all of a sudden the red bandanas pop up.
Who were gone,
They were gone. They're all dead.
but now they're back.
They're back. There's a few, and they just are camo hunter guys,
And full of meth.
and one guy just pops out of a tree and shoots with a crossbow.
But he
Misses. Really easy shot.
Really?
And then Kirsten just pulls her knife out and does this miraculous knife throw.
And he doesn't move.
And the guy is like behind a tree, and she somehow hits him with the knife, a little tiny throwing knife, and kills him.
She has a lot of knives.
She has a bunch of them, and she kills a bunch of these guys, but they kill the kid that is really a character you already like. Cody is like the oldest of the children of the group called the Undersea.
Yeah.
They're the underground thing that Tyler / David / the Prophet is leading.
Right.
And by that time, we make a great discovery that the whole thing is he's just, at least I take it, that he's just trying to protect these kids who are orphans. Or, no, I guess he's kidnapping.
No, he's using them.
He's getting them.
Yeah.
Something going on with that. But Cody is his right-hand man. He's kind of a 15-year-old or something, maybe. And Cody knows that the whole Station 11 book is bullshit. It's just a comic book.
Right.
And so does Tyler.
True.
We'll just call him Tyler.
David doesn't think that, though.
David. So they're scamming these kids, but their justification for it is it just makes them feel better.
It's a little Lord of the Flies.
It's also a little Christianity and Islam and it's religion.
Yeah. It's definitely religion.
Let's come up with this story that gives meaning to people's lives and explains things that you don't understand.
Yeah.
And tells people that it's going to be all okay eventually.
That should be your next book.
Yeah. What?
Your next novel.
What?
Starting your own. You can start a cult.
Yeah. Why write a novel about it? Why not just start the cult?
Because people have to get indoctrinated.
Oh, I need to write the book.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it a comic book.
Yep.
I need to get an illustrator. I'll just use AI.
AI.
That's great.
Make 2 books.
Yeah.
Send them off in 2 separate directions. The two shall meet at some point.
And actually,
only sell 2 books.
Well, but they'll eventually be really collector's items.
Yeah, like first edition. Yeah.
So there's 2 books and there's 2 storylines now, and the storyline split. Kind of clever, and they're both kind of the same. They're both, let's say, extreme versions of civilization.
Yes.
So you have the good old symphony. What is it called? The Traveling Symphony. And they're actually split in 2 with the musicians and the actors, but they are kidnapped.
Yeah.
So they're one version of society, which is this like kind of family vibe. Everybody's equal pretty much. Nobody has to be there. You get to join if you want to be there. You have to audition. They're pretty chill, kind of whimsical. Everybody gets to do their own little weird thing. That's sort of like the utopia of starting over. Everybody just gets to be an artist, and you just kind of cruise around, and you have some Broncos dragging a Bronco.
So good.
All good. But then you have these 2 other societies and one is the Museum of Civilization, which is all about what things used to be like.
Yes.
We need to preserve what used to be.
Yeah.
So we're gonna organize things, and they've got kind of a good thing going. They've got electricity, they got warm water, they got enough food.
Still want to know how.
But they can't. What, the electricity?
And now food. It's been 20 years.
Well, they have solar panels. But what about the food?
Solar panels don't make the food, right?
No. As far as I know.
I mean,
maybe in China. China's been really cutting edge.
Eating that sunlight.
Yeah. Plant. Yeah.
I didn't. So what I saw it as there's 2 groups, and that you have protectors and exploiters.
Okay.
And that is also kind of, I think, how people see things, to your point, right? Like, The first one, the Traveling Symphony, is Utopia, and the other is kind of, I mean, it's every man for himself, right? Like, you got to watch your back, you got to do all that.
You mean just outside
of it?
Yeah.
No. So, but
we
I
haven't
guess
really
I didn't
met
think
a
of
whole lot of people that are unaffiliated, though. You know,
in my head,
Not
this
yet.
is going to sound really dumb when
Okay.
I say this out loud. In my head, the Museum
We're
of
used to-
Civilization is where Tyler was, but he left.
yeah.
Fuck.
Wait,
I just made that realization
You
right
didn't know that?
here. Well, I mean, I guess I did.
you knew that Tyler was the little kid.
Yes.
Okay,
But
that's where he grew up,
I was like,
and he left it because
Right.
he didn't like it because they shot the guy that came out of the plane,
right.
who had to be immune, and then made Tyler and his mom sit in quarantine for
I mean, he was severely traumatized, clearly.
and so he leaves and burns down the plane,
It's great.
and now and then he forms the underground.
Yeah.
So you have the main thrust of civilization, which they have good stuff, but they're authoritarian. They have people with guns that will shoot you. They will put you in quarantine. They have fences around their compound. They don't let people in. They don't let people out, and they collect stuff.
Yeah.
And then when they invite you to come and perform, they don't take no for an answer. They send
Right.
people with guns
They do.
and they kidnap you.
yeah.
And what Tyler says later is like, they collect things. They collected. So the the Traveling Symphony is just another bit of their collection, which is very colonialist, I guess, kind of British Empire. You know, we're just going to go and grab the cool stuff from everywhere and bring it home.
Right.
So we could all look at it and enjoy it.
And then leave it in the British Museum even today.
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh, yeah, that's going on. Maybe we talked about this before, though, but sometime, like, they've repatriated certain things.
Some stuff, but not
and
everything.
Not everything by any means, but in some cases, they've repatriated things, and then it ends up in some, like, warlord's palace
Yeah.
that nobody could ever look at again because it's just the oligarch of that country.
Right.
Just said, oh, this is nice. I'll just take it. And that's it.
There was a
Like,
bunch of stuff from the Parthenon that Greece at one point wanted
Yeah.
back.
I think that's still going on.
And they put a sign up on it basically that says, you know, we understand the, you know, a very British way of like, you know, we understand that
Yes.
there might be some disputes
Yeah.
about this, but basically
We're keeping it.
they gave it to us. Fuck them. It's
Yeah.
like basically what it said. It was
Yeah.
great. And it was one of those like,
I like the
oh,
British.
yeah. Like
I
that's
know.
the right way to tell them off.
Unpopular opinion in certain crowds, but
I love them. Sure.
you know,
They're the
out of
easiest to
all-
understand in Europe.
out of all the great empires that have risen and fallen, I
That's
like the
true.
British. And you know, they we had a revolution against them and won,
Right.
so we could always feel like,
Yeah.
well, you know, you guys did lose. Like,
I have a
you know,
shirt that says the British blew a 13 colony lead.
yeah, that's good.
And I was wearing that, and a very drunk British guy
I want to hear if
threatened
any,
to knock my teeth out.
If any of our British listeners don't like this, then well, you know where to find us.
Yeah,
You
you
know.
can come on this podcast.
Yeah, come on in
defend
and
yourself.
defend yourself
We invite you.
with your dry British wit.
Yeah.
Let's see if
Yeah.
you can
Yeah,
handle
we'll see
life in
who's witty.
a small town in
Yeah.
the United States
Sure.
of America. So, yeah. So
Back
what's
to
going
our
on?
story.
Back to our
All
story.
right, so we go to the beginning.
I like this episode, by the way.
You did?
I did. It was.
I think it's just I've got a million things going on, and I couldn't really enjoy it.
Oh yeah. Well, because you were trying to hurry through it probably, and
Kinda.
yeah, it's work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
So Kirsten is trying to find Alex, and at the beginning,
So we're going back to the beginning.
gonna go
We've
back.
given up the trying to chronologically go backward.
I don't think we could go. We could continue to go back.
It would be hard.
because Memento goes back and forth.
Okay. I haven't seen that in a long time.
So,
Okay, so we're starting at the beginning.
which is basically a scene with Kirsten as a young child.
Well, they show a montage of her as a kid and as an older, and it's just everybody disappearing on her.
right.
Everybody. Her parents, Arthur, Jeevan. And it's all
didn't
her.
catch it.
It's all her crying, looking for people who have disappeared,
And
including
Alex has
Alex
disappeared.
is the latest
I
one.
did not.
So the whole episode, which is called "Survival is Insufficient,"
Right.
which here's something I should say about this episode. Absolutely no Shakespeare. Is that our first time?
You mean they're not acting it out?
There's
I think
no hint of Shakespeare. There's no reference to Shakespeare. The title doesn't have anything to do with Shakespeare.
But there was some Shakespeare-y stuff, I thought.
Like where?
It's the scenes with her and David, not Tyler. But those feel very like
It felt Shakespearean.
yeah.
To you? Okay.
Like there's a feel there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no reason that she would go and talk to David. That feels like a very Shakespearean thing where two absolute adversaries meet and they have
why didn't
an
she just
amazing
kill him?
conversation.
Yeah.
And why didn't she just kill him? Like if it's so I was.
But there's
watching
no
that,
direct Shakespeare quotations or
Okay.
acting or anything. Whereas I
That's
think
true.
every other episode has had that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's something in this one.
What
Okay.
about Hurricane?
What?
Hurricane, episode 2 or 3, the one with Miranda in Malaysia or wherever she was. That might.
Was it
not
called
have had any-
Hurricane?
I believe so.
Okay. I don't know. I'd have to look at it again,
I'm
which I'm not going to do.
I'm gonna go.
We can't go backwards.
Gonna go out on a limb.
Can't go backwards.
No.
We've already gone backwards on this episode, but we can't go back to Hurricane. And
No.
Yeah.
It's Hurricane. We're just
Yeah.
gonna go with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's ignore that.
Well, so
How Shakespearean
we
it is.
see
or
her
not.
interacting with Gil,
Yeah.
but Gil's like the girl whose name we don't even know.
Yeah. It's when she was new.
When she was new, and
She lost the baby.
she lost a baby, who tends to wander
Gil's
away.
kind of a fucked up guy.
The kid can't even walk. Wandered away.
probably
They could have
crawl.
gotten a bigger kid. They should have had a
crawl.
bigger kid.
He was big enough to crawl. Kids can crawl fast.
I mean, so Kiki's feeling badly because she lost her. Now we get her back, and you have
And it's Alex.
and it's Alex.
Baby Alex. And she's
So
like...
Alex has left her once, is how I saw it. And
Yeah.
now she's done it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of like Kirsten's trauma is this episode in a way.
Yeah.
And so it's all... Everybody always leaves her. That's why she's so kind of like clingy. But she won't let Alex go. Like she won't okay.
I'd say
Just
clingy
Pierce.
and guarded.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
doesn't trust anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always having knives.
Yeah.
Which
Knives everywhere.
come in handy
They do.
in this episode as previously. It's interesting that the show just becomes a kind of like anime knife thrower fight
Yeah.
at the end, which is like, okay, but
And that's how they leave us. We don't know
yeah,
how
we
it
don't know
ends.
what's going to happen except she's got all these guys coming at her.
Right.
They're
We'll see if she survives next week.
maybe we could go to the end again, and I just have one of those annoying questions, but what is the motivation of the red bandanas? Why are they attacking these people? A bunch of little kids.
Right.
I get them wanting to take your shit. There was absolutely no need to just kill these people.
It's meth.
Unless meth just makes you do it. So in Cormac McCarthy's The Road, you get killed because there's no life left on the planet except humans, and so everybody's a cannibal.
Yeah.
So they're straight up killing you for meat, or they're capturing you if you're a kid to be a rape. So it's really horrific.
Wow.
But these guys didn't seem to have any reason to do it except let's just kill all these people. And I don't know. I guess I'm not buying that the meth
I didn't even think about that.
quite. Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things you shouldn't think about because there's no good reason.
Right.
So, okay.
But you should be asking that question if you're the one who's directing this. It's like,
or
what
not.
what
Or you'll
they-
just go, nobody's going to ask it except some
But then
nerd.
somebody just did.
Some nerd
right here.
Nerd on a podcast. Yeah, but
Hipster.
the show is already successful. I mean, we're doing a podcast on it, so It's not like it was
Well, they're going to do a
disqualifying.
podcast about us next. So
They should.
They really should.
A deep dive.
Yeah.
Deep
On
dive.
our review of what they did.
Yeah. That would be really good if they did that.
Kind of meta.
It's
Is that
pretty
still a thing?
meta. Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Meta never goes out of style.
Oh.
Never.
All right. So let's see here. So finally, Kirsten reveals the name by introducing herself. Alex, I'm Kirsten. And Gil and David Cross is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And he goes, and finally, we have a name. And
Yeah.
he turns and he walks away.
Yeah.
It's really good.
He's good, and that's a good scene where you learn where he's first meets her, I guess, or gets to know her a little.
I can't not see him from Arrested Development in most everything he does, except for this.
He's different.
Yeah, he's very different.
Yeah, he's very different. He's
Which
got
that's
the beard.
not an insult either to say
No,
that
it's
because
great.
him on Arrested Development was also amazing. I mean, he's incredible.
Absolutely.
He doesn't have to come on here and defend himself, though he can if he should choose
Oh,
to.
we'll just kiss his ass. You
I
know? We'll
would.
just go, you're
Yeah.
the best.
Right.
Tell us more about how great you are.
Left cheek, right cheek, or both. That's
I know we're not a politics podcast by any means, but I just read something that was, I thought it was like The Onion or something. It was just the most extraordinary headline that Trump met with Mamdani,
yeah.
the new mayor, and he's just got nothing but happy things to say about it. Like, he loves him.
Yeah.
They're best buddies now.
How funny is that?
It's,
I was Mamdani. I'm actually impressed.
I
He's
feel
the
like-
one that made the call.
I feel like Mamdani is just charming the fucking pants off everybody.
Yeah,
Like a
it's funny.
good old democratic
It's just funny.
socialist who's just like everybody just likes, even if they don't like social. Anyway, crazy stuff. Who knows
it
how
is.
long it'll last, but it
Agreed.
it makes me happy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like,
There's hope for this
those
world.
two guys
Yeah.
liked each other, or
I told Anna yesterday when I heard that he'd done it, and I was like, "Oh, that's a smart move. Get the meeting, go in there and sit
Yeah.
down and talk, and like,
and kiss and say, oh, you're so great.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to.
You have
know,
to.
You can.
yeah,
People can work Trump. I mean, let's
Sure.
face it.
yeah."
But
I
it
think
would
anybody
be hard,
can be worked.
It'd be hard for him to do it, given who he is. Anyway,
But they're both
crazy.
New Yorkers. They're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
that's what they have in common right there.
They're both
Look at that.
reality
They both have lived
T-
in the same
well,
city.
there's a reality TV star and a YouTuber star or TikTok star. So they're kind of, you know what I mean?
Oh, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, that's Mamdani's whole thing is that he was just great on TikTok. He just does these short videos.
Really funny.
He does like man on the street video. He's just at the top of the game of that, whereas Trump was top of the game of the Apprentice and all that. That was like, you know.
I think he had
kinda-
a big TikTok presence too.
Yeah.
It's big social media presence.
Oh, of course he does. Yeah.
No, but I mean, like during, like they were buying ads and like
Yeah.
they were early on a lot of that.
What a world.
Interesting.
What a
Well,
world.
That's you know what? That's good to hear.
Let's just say that it's a win.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right. So,
We get to
we
older-
basically have the coming together of Tyler and Kirsten.
Right.
And so Kirsten, I think the episode had a nice pattern in that the traveling symphony gets kidnapped by the really pleasantly nice guy from the museum, but now he has a gun and he has somebody behind him with an even bigger gun.
Right.
And he's like, "Oh, you have to go with us. It'll be great. Don't worry."
Yeah.
But they are prisoners, and they're heading toward the museum. But Kirsten is on her own diverging path. So we have and she just kind of like follows this wheelchair marks through the mud.
Yep.
And then and there's a scene where she's in the forest, in the rain, in a makeshift tent, reading a comic book. And I felt like, that's just so cozy, you know? It's raining, you're camping, and you're reading a comic book.
And you're with your arch enemy.
No, she was just by
Oh,
herself then.
okay.
She was on her way.
Oh, on her way. Sorry.
and then
sorry.
she goes and she sees the compound, and from far, it's an abandoned factory.
It looked,
but
yeah,
it looks like a castle or the
like a
citadel
gravel pit or something.
Yeah,
Like,
but from like kind of more spiritually, let's say, or
okay.
quest-like, it is the citadel, like the dark citadel or something. You know, it looked.
Yeah.
It's this imposing place with smokestacks off in the distance, and then all the kids dressed up like
Characters from Station 11.
yeah.
They had the
They all-
space helmet on.
They all just appear out of the, and I swear I'm like, oh, that's my freshman composition class. They're just. I feel probably shouldn't talk about my students too much on this podcast, but you know, they are just like aliens that grew up in a world that I don't understand.
Yeah.
And I feel like that. Yeah. So I related to that moment of Kirsten trying to
relate to them.
even though she could relate to him, she starts quoting Station 11.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what brings them, that's what wins them over. And so then they make their way, and then she gets to meet the king, the prophet, and she has to go up into his little throne room in a way.
Yeah. She has to
But-
ascend.
Yeah, and he's kind of like hurting. He's got a knife wound. It's
Yeah.
festering. She's got some antibiotics,
Right.
which is penicillin.
Yeah.
So regular old, raiding the pharmacy 20 years ago, none of those medicines would work, right?
I don't think so. Yeah, and thanks
No,
for
but what
ruining that.
No, I didn't ruin it.
Oh.
What it said is that they said, oh, it was a drop-off, is what Cody says. Cody's the older of the little kids. And he goes, oh, there's a bag. It's a drop-off because the Station 11 spaceship dropped it off, which is this thing called the cargo cult. You ever heard of the cargo cult?
No.
It's taught in like Anthropology 101. It's this tribe of people like in the Amazon or somewhere like that, where a plane landed like many years before and gave them, like from Europe or from America or something, and gave them a bunch of food and supplies.
Oh, man.
And then they took off, and then the tribe turned that into a religion that if they just did the things that the people in the plane did, then it'll bring the plane back. And so they put coconut shells and pretended they were headphones.
Love
and then
it.
they act out the thing that they saw the airplane people do.
Oh,
And if they
wow.
keep doing that, eventually they'll make the gods come back and bring the supplies of food.
Why not?
That's pretty badass. That's a religion.
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, it's called the cargo cult. It's
Wow, that I will go look up.
you should. It's worth it. So the Station 11 kids, they're called the Undersea.
Undersea.
They're called the Undersea. Yeah.
Because that was the kids in the book.
Instead of the underground, they're the Undersea, and they are
Because everything flooded except for Undersea
Yeah.
somehow. Or it did Undersea, but it killed all the old people.
So Kirsten comes, and she's not friends with Tyler, and she's about to kill him, has a knife to his throat, but he says, "Hey, I can help your friends. Like you're the museum of, I know these people. I can help you save your friends. They've got your friends." So they've got this alliance. They're the only two people in the world that have read the comic book.
Right.
The comic book has, anyway, so, so that went down, and Cody was like, after he said, oh, it's the medicine drop from the,
Right.
he just tells her on the aside, which actually does seem Shakespearean, he goes, we just tell them that because they understand it better than the truth, and it gives them something to, so they're treating the kids in a paternalistic way. They don't, so neither Tyler nor his second in command believe the religion, but they're preaching it to these little kids.
Right.
So, and then they all just cruise off. And then there's a scene I'm like really rambling on here.
Well, I want to rewind.
Okay,
because there's a a total Moses moment. There's a burning billboard.
That's a and we didn't even talk about
very religious, yeah.
with upside down crosses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
how is it religious? You
tell me, it was
Pastor,
Moses.
Pastor
it was.
Steve.
That's it. I knew that Moses stood in front of a burning bush.
I heard he was in the Bible.
He was
Moses.
I spent a lot of years going to Sunday school. I was forced to go until I was probably in 6th grade, and then I could decide if I wanted to go. And I was like, I think
they let you in 6th grade to decide.
My dad didn't go.
Yeah.
He was forced to go to church growing up and refused to go because of that reason. And so I got into 6th grade. I'm like, I'm probably okay. And so I didn't go. We would go for Christmas to make my grandma happy.
And
so I don't know anything about.
You know plenty.
No,
you know enough. You know enough to get into heaven as long as you know.
Can I please be forgiven for everything I've done?
Really quick, right before you die.
Right now. Just now. Now is the time.
That's the way to do it.
Unless you like curse or something right afterwards, then you got to do it again. Right?
I mean, that's like the game in the system is you just are terrible.
Yeah.
Your whole life, but then you really.
Paul's like sheet after sheet, and then he gets back down to the last one's like, oh,
you don't pretend.
No,
look at this couple of atheists here just really shitting on everybody's fucking worldview here, but oh well.
What are you going to do?
Yeah. I love the little cemetery, by the way. And I didn't quite understand what was going on.
Yeah, I didn't either.
So Kirsten the one that finds it?
Yep. Well, she's like, there's a fire.
Yeah, she sees the fire, and the billboard is burning, and it looks pretty badass. And she goes up there,
really cool.
And there are all of these crosses made of sticks.
But they were upside down.
They were upside down crosses, which is just hail Satan, man.
Right.
And on the crosses, there are these little rocks that are painted, and their names on each grave, and it's every single person in the Traveling Symphony.
Indeed it is.
At first I thought
they were dead.
Did they really kill all these people? And then I realized, it's just like a psych out.
Right.
It's like, we're going to creep you out, man.
Right.
So that's what that was.
So that's what the people at the airport did?
No.
Oh.
No, I think it's Tyler.
Tyler, yeah.
But here's the thing. Tyler said, this is subtle, and I might be wrong about it, how I'm reading into it. But when Kirsten came in and had the knife against his throat, he said that one of the girls in the cult was doing things without his permission because he's injured and he's not able to lead. She's starting to kind of rise up, and I think I feel like she's going to be the one that ordered the killing of Gil and all of it. I think there's a more extreme person, whereas Tyler's more chill. He's more, because he said he's more
just a straight up creep, but not with a real violent side to him.
He isn't as violent, and he does like to burn things.
He does. He's a bit of a pyro.
Who doesn't?
I mean, honestly, I was a teenage boy once. You know? Yeah.
Fire.
Oh yeah. Oh god. And then they had to stop saying it. The new Beavis and Butthead episodes, by the way, the new seasons. There's 3, and Mike Judge is a goddamn genius still.
I need to see it.
It's so funny.
I need to see it.
Oh,
it's on one of those channels I don't pay for, right?
It's on Paramount.
Paramount.
Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Well, no. So it's on Comedy Central.
Yeah. The Paramount Plus has
after South Park, and then Paramount Plus has the streaming. But the first...
Talk about dystopia, man. There's too many streaming services.
This is what... I think 10 years ago I read something like, oh, no, they're all going to want us to pay for it, because that's what they want from satellite and cable, and you have to have all of it. It's exactly
the same as cable. Just like we talked about, Uber comes along, and now it's just as shitty as it ever has been.
Yeah.
And then AI is going to be the same thing. They're going to start charging a shitload for it, and then if you don't pay for it, it's not going to work that well.
Yeah.
It's going to suck up too much energy, and we're going to be where we were before.
That's the AI problem right now. Is the energy that it takes isn't the juice isn't worth the squeeze, right?
Well,
so, not yet, but that's
we're going way out of.
Ways.
We're going way out of. We're coloring outside the lines right now. But I listened to this like China-focused podcast just because I don't know anything about what's going on in China, and I get conflicting views of they're either going to take over the world or they're about to implode. Like I hear both those things, but
both could be true at the same time.
They're doing cheap AI. They're doing AI that are LLMs that work almost as good as ours.
You know why?
Americans, because it's just a bunch of like Chinese prisoners answering questions with computers. Like
they don't have the chips. They don't allow them to get exported. Yeah. And so they've got to be really efficient.
Yeah, but they work pretty well, they really say, and they don't cost much, and they don't take much energy because they don't have that compute. And China, the other thing that podcast said is China is putting all their AI, not all of it, but they're applying it in humanoid robots. That's
terrifying.
That's their game, whereas our game is not that. We're just doing these really sophisticated language things, but they want the robot butler, the robot soldier.
They're going to need it. They have a population problem.
They do have that problem. Anyway, so that was that
was kind of fun.
A little interlude.
Wow.
We know.
See, I didn't think this episode was. I didn't think there was that much to talk about. I mean, I guess there is.
Plenty to talk.
But
plenty to talk.
There is. But we've got these great. We were just talking about AI in China right now.
Yeah,
it's kind of my alley. I actually have a local large language model running at home on a computer. Yeah.
Running.
Yeah. Well,
what's it doing?
And I can train it to do stuff. Like I can send it information and say, "Give me this back," or write a report that does this.
I mean, is this something you purchased?
No.
Is this something? So you
software. It's open source.
And
so Facebook, they
grabbed the open source software and then you're messing with it
to
make it
then you
do
download
your bidding?
Models.
Okay.
Like you can download
like
whoever
sexy women models. Like
I wish.
Is that?
That's next.
Yeah.
That's for the Gooners.
I'm pretty
out there
sure you can do that already.
Probably. No, and then like you can train it on a data set, like something that's there that's relevant and ask it questions, or you can make it so that produce a report based on taking this in for input, and then here's the output.
Yeah.
It's
cool.
not.
Should we?
And you can have AI write the thing that does.
Should we talk about some after we're done with Station 11? I know I want to do some reading at some point again, but
reading.
I know it's passé, but you can get your AI to read for you and then tell you what to say.
Yeah.
But what about the movie Her? Is that passé now, or is that worth?
Oh, I think it's
about?
really good.
I love the movie.
Yeah.
It seems right. It seems righter and righter.
Nailing it. Yeah.
As the farther we go.
And it was supposed to be set in the future, right?
But it's now kind of, or not there yet.
We're
super
right there.
It's super intelligence, I think, is what, and a lot of people say it's like 5 years away. And a lot of people say it will kill us all. A lot of the people that developed it, you know that, right?
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just saying, at least I'm going with everybody else.
Yeah. It's all about comparison. Yeah.
Right.
It's not that I'm poor. It's that everybody else is so rich.
Everybody else is dead. Yeah. No. Oh, wait. No, that's not. Uh-oh.
Getting back to Station 11, all we need is a good virus.
We do.
That knocks out 99%.
And then some people would stay in Michigan and freeze through the winter.
Then we start over, and then we can do it right this time.
Why would they freeze through the winter? I don't know why. Like, I'm going south if I make it through something like that. Like,
that's a good point.
Hey, man. And then I can walk north. Like, they're walking
I don't want to disparage my southern comrades, but
without air conditioning?
Let me just say, look at civilization. Okay, this is going to be... I'm going to be called every kind of name for this. But
good.
Look at civilization, human civilization from caveman times. The colder climates just kind of develop differently from the hotter climates. The people have to get their shit together because they'll die if not.
You freeze to death otherwise.
Yeah.
So this they have the same in three-body problem. They have to dehydrate themselves.
Well, there's that.
Think about that. It's kind of similar.
Yeah. No, I don't get the similarity.
No, it's the same. It is.
What is the same? I don't.
in Three Body Problem, they...
Who's they? Like, okay, I get it. Because they have such an inhospitable place that they've figured out how to dehydrate and still
travel interstellarly.
Yeah. It's Darwinian. It's like the harshest conditions create the toughest weed.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you get these kind of like really lush flowers in the rainforest that kind of bloom, but you go to the desert, you find some motherfuckers that are hard to kill.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, I think that's, All right. Let's back up. Well, let's get back on track.
Yeah.
Because we got to finish this at some point.
Okay, so...
I got things to do, Steve.
You sure do?
I know, you don't. You just want to hang out all day, all night.
And party every day.
Party every day. Look at that.
I've seen Kiss once in concert. And you know what?
Were they in makeup?
Yeah.
That's
it was like 2000.
And
I was like, okay, whatever. It was fucking awesome.
Post-makeup Kiss. Remember they took their makeup off at one point.
Yeah,
So that was good for Paul Stanley because he was the good-looking one. Gene
bad
Simmons
for the rest.
Went from being like this scary-looking demon to this just kind of goofy-looking dude who's just not good-looking.
Right.
Yeah.
Which, as it turns out...
And Gene, you got a problem with what I just said.
I don't know. I couldn't handle that.
Nah, man. Come on over to, you know where to find us, the Riverview Roadhouse.
Oh, man.
LeClaire. Steve's scared, but I'm not.
Terrified.
I'm not scared of you.
He's a giant.
He's pretty old now.
I know.
We could take him.
I doubt it.
We could take Gene Simmons.
I don't think one of us by ourselves, no, but together.
That's what I'm saying.
We fight dirty, right?
Well, you're gonna you're gonna put the bucket on his head, and I'm gonna ring it with our So we could do it.
Right in the nuts.
I
said we fought dirty.
But he has that big old metal like cod piece with a demon head on it. That'd be hard to,
as one does,
to get the scrode, the nards through that kind of.
We got to bring that back. Life's a nard.
I know. We almost forgot. Never forget.
We have a shirt.
Never forget. That's our next. Our next shirt needs to say "Never forget." Life's a nard.
Oh God.
Should we listen to our good old Garza for a second? Let's see if I got this one right.
Hey folks, let's take a break. So while you're topping off your pint, we've got a quick bit of housekeeping. If you're enjoying The Moon Underwater, do us a solid. Leave us a good rating and review wherever you listen, Apple or Spotify. It really helps more people stumble into our cozy pub of books, films, and conversation. And don't keep it to yourself. Tell a friend or share the show on your socials. Speaking of, you can find us on Instagram and Threads at The Moon Underwater Pod, YouTube at The Moon Underwater Podcast, Twitter and Blue Sky at The Moon Underwater, and Letterboxd at TMUW Pod. We're posting updates, extra thoughts, and the occasional pub-related nonsense. So join us there. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or if you just want to say hi, write us at theguys@themoonunderwaterpodcast.com. All right, back to your regularly scheduled pints and paperbacks.
I'm still laughing, too.
All right, thanks, Garza.
Where did we...
Are we back?
I think.
Are we back? We're back in our...
Where are we going with this?
Here's something cool. So
okay.
Tyler and Kirsten finally bond because they're at the campfire. They tell stories to the little kids. Kids go to sleep. Tyler comes, talks to her. He's got the penicillin. Oh, wait, I never told you how he got the penicillin. A woman is growing fungus and made the penicillin.
Right.
That's cool. Technology got knocked back, but they figured out how to do penicillin by mushrooms,
Yeah.
Which, I don't know. Is that plausible in 20 years? Whatever. Worked for me. So Tyler's talking to Kirsten, and then they both start comparing notes. They both realize, there's 2 books, and we both read it.
A lot.
And then he said, it really meant a lot to me. I like it. And she goes, so and so is Dr. 11, and she gives this literary critique
She
of
did.
it, like the same thing we're doing with the movie, like who is who, what's happening. And he goes, oh no, but we don't know the story of Station 11, but Kirsten kind of knows the twist, whereas Tyler is like, oh, yeah, I didn't think about it that way.
Right.
Like he didn't even quite understand
Right.
the nuances. So they were engaging in literary criticism, or all you had to do is put some mics in front of them, and they'd be doing a podcast.
That's true.
It was basically a fireplace podcast.
It was it was a good scene.
We should do an episode with a campfire.
Oh.
You know,
Do I have to camp? I don't camp.
we could pretend.
Oh.
Just pretend.
I'm
we're,
good
and
with
then at the
pretend
end of it,
camping.
we'll just go into our sleeping bags and then cut and then
Right.
go home.
Right. I'll be sure to leave the part in when I get up from the sleeping bag to go turn the camera off.
I feel like you can edit that out.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's like an extra scene at the end of a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
So we'll
leave
lay
that.
there and have credits
That'll be
rolling.
fun. And everybody will go. They'll be in on the joke.
Yeah, they'll be like,
Makes
no,
makes them feel smart.
he's definitely camping out.
They go, oh, Steve is camping, and then they're
I like that
no,
I'm not
man.
even in a tent, by the way. I'm in, like, we're just in sleeping
It's a
bags.
cowboy style.
I've done that once.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
it didn't
Spain.
seem- Spain.
Mm-hmm.
You
We're in
slept.
the Pyrenees, out in a sleeping bag on the grass.
Wow.
It was awesome.
How was it?
Yeah. It was,
Yeah.
It was,
Were you on mushrooms?
no.
What? Why
Not
was
even
it
penicillin. It was. I mean, how much time do we have? I was.
I
At
have this much beer left, and
Okay.
I don't want to be talking when it's gone.
I
so.
was. So Anna was a scout growing up, and scouts are boys and girls. And so when I was 22 and I'd graduated from the University of Iowa, I dinged.
Good old
U of Iowa, Hawkeyes.
good old Hawkeyes.
I went over and she's like, "Oh, well, my
Hawkeye
scout group
Gooners.
is going to be over here in the Pyrenees, so we should go and we'll help out because there will be like the kids there with the." Anyway, long story short, there was a kid who had wet his sleeping bag and tent that was going to sleep in our tent, and I was like,
Aw.
"And I'm sleeping outside."
You're like,
So
sorry, bro.
Right. And it was a recurring problem with this little guy. And I was like, nope, I'm good.
It's a serial killer
And
now.
so
You know that's
probably.
like one of the serial killer things.
Oh, really?
They're bedwetters, yeah. Every serial killer is a bedwetter. Or is it every bedwetter is a serial? Probably that.
Probably that.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So. Okay.
So
should we talk about Sarah? We got to talk about Sarah.
let's
That's
talk
probably
about
where
Sarah.
we end.
Yeah, let's talk about Sarah. What do you think?
So.
For or against? No. Go ahead.
Well, so they show the traveling symphony show up at the airport, the Museum of Civilization.
Yeah.
And they're kind of talking with Sarah, and they pull her inside. And this for me was, like her stepping back to the way that it used to be, right?
What do you mean they pull her inside?
They
They're in the
have-
airport.
They're in the airport, but they pull. Everybody's waiting outside,
Yeah.
and they drag her in. And it's like,
Well, she just stays in. They all walk through the door to see all the other.
okay.
So all the musicians are in tents outside, and they're surrounded by barbed wire fencing.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And so Sarah's looking out the window at them, and then she starts having a heart attack.
Right. But I think it's like she's back in the old way, and I think she really liked being part of the traveling symphony.
Yeah.
I mean, Gil can get fucked, but even then, she was totally distraught that he was dead.
Yeah.
And got super drunk, which
Yeah.
was awesome.
I liked her drinking, how she, like, sort of cradled the bottle of booze in her arm while drinking with the other hand
Yeah.
while she's like stumbling around but not spilling.
Yeah.
She was a good drunk.
She was very good drunk.
Yeah.
And then
Seemed-
she throws the glass.
She threw the glass. She
Yep.
did it right. Her glasses are broken. And then the Museum of Civilization give her new glasses that don't work.
Right.
It's like, that's the flaw of the Museum of Civilization. We'll give you this thing that looks like the thing you need,
But it's not really the thing.
but it isn't the thing, but we're
Right.
just going to pretend like it's good. And so there's something
Yeah.
shallow about that civilization. But anyway.
I would go
And
with
then
that.
she just kind of dies. Mm-hmm. And that's sad.
Help! Somebody help!
Yeah, she wants to die at the end. I mean, she
Right,
wants
no,
to
but
live.
That was the dude that was...
Yeah. What's
who
his
was
name?
that? Dieter?
Forget his name, but he's the
Dieter.
one that Gil kind of like was
Yeah.
slamming as
Because you
being a
suck, basically.
Yeah, he's a no talent guy, but now both Sarah and Gil are dead, who are the founders of
Now
the
it's
whole
all
thing.
on him, baby.
I guess. I mean, who knows
I don't
what's going to
remember.
happen? Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen next. Yeah, it is on him, but we don't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
And Kirsten is in a lot of trouble. My gosh, I'm nervous.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
how is she going to survive? There's like
yeah, now we're back to the end again.
Yeah, 4 guys coming at her.
Right.
I mean, she killed a few of them, but how many knives does she have?
They all have knives. Are there...
And
Look,
one guy had
there's
a scythe.
one thing that
a
would
sickle.
work really well
Yeah.
is guns.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you
Don't-
can have pretty
aren't-
old bullets.
Yeah.
You could repack them. There's gunpowder everywhere that nobody's used.
Is there?
Sure.
Okay. So, gasoline you can't use forever.
Gunpowder definitely forever.
Yeah.
I
do
refuse to
you
look
get
it
it?
up
Where do you
to
get
even
it?
know.
Yeah.
You get it at a gunpowder store, probably. I mean, I'm sure there's.
Gunpowder store.
Mhm.
Okay.
It just seems weird that they all
You
have
don't think
knives.
all
and then some of the other people have
20
the
years
guns.
later.
Wait,
yeah.
there are guns in this.
Yeah.
And so why don't they have guns? Why doesn't she have a gun?
Well, they would have shot her.
Right.
And she would have. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's a good question.
It's the only kind I ask.
It's a good question. We shouldn't end on such a downer, though, because, I mean, it's a minor thing. I think it's more fun for them to be knifing it out.
Well, yeah.
And because the guns,
Like pirates.
they are very piratey.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, and maybe we can end on this little image. I sort of like the whole undersea fashion. Not much of a fashionista. I know it's hard to believe, but
Aren't you? That's a pretty cool shirt.
yeah, not bad. Thank you. I'm not supposed
I meant
to.
it.
I'm not supposed to, kind of compliment my own outfit, but
Right.
you're right.
I'm dressed up because I
You're
was
right.
on camera today, and it's the first time I think I've had a collared shirt on here.
It is
And
pretty
so I've covered it.
pretty impressive.
Yep.
Um,
And we kind of match. It's purple as well, just like the
Wow.
text on your shirt.
look at that. Look at that.
We called
You know?
each other before this.
Yeah. But I like all those kids, like, they were dressed really oddly, but in a kind of, there was like a aesthetic quality to it all. Like, their weird, like, helmet things they were wearing, and then Cody had kind of a cool look.
I just wanted one kid
And
with
actually-
a tinfoil hat on.
There was the tinfoil hat thing, which
Yeah.
was funny looking and kind of trippy. And Tyler had some cool kind of like techno pant, like not techno, but like the kind of pants that our friend Chris wears, like the camping pants.
Yeah.
They kind of like, he kind of looked cool. And but Kirsten
Yeah, like-
also
like
had
you-
like a plastic kind of red plastic thing that was like a raincoat.
They're
and
the pants that cargo pants were based on, but cargo pants aren't as useful as
Yeah.
these pants.
yeah.
Yeah.
And but they were like, they looked like post-apocalyptic mutant wear,
That's
where
awesome.
just little bits of plastic and fabric all put together.
Yep.
But that had like a vibe and a style, and
Yes.
I like that. I think we should maybe
Dig
we
it.
yeah, and maybe next semester I'll
All right.
I'll do an experimental, just change my wardrobe a little, see how the youngs like it. Maybe
Ooh.
they'll like me better if I start,
I
dressing
like it.
the world has ended and we're starting over.
All right.
Is that it?
I think that's it. It's
All
getting wild in here
I know. Whoa, that's kind of
on
loud.
a Friday. It's loud in general.
I know. It looks like a fun party.
It does.
All right. Well, we're not going to be part of it.
No.
They don't like us here.
No.
They like us to do our podcast.
And then get the fuck out.
Yeah. Come on, bro. I know. We were trying to make friends with people.
No.
They don't want it.
Nope.
They're like, you're an outsider.
It's true.
I know how you are.
Smoking kills.